Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are doing IVE's prediction rating for 2023. There's going to be 3 questions here, which is what is their current energy, what is in store for their career as individuals and as a group, and then as individuals. And then the last question will be any advice and healing for the group for this year. So let's start with the first question, which is what is IVE's current energy? Let's see. You have the Queen of Wands reverse, the Lovers with the Empress reverse, nice, and the Four of Swords reverse with the Knight of Swords reverse. So there's quite a lot of cards here. Let's unpack them up. Currently, the first card that came out was the Queen of Wands reverse. I'm getting a sense that many of them are very tired right now, especially because the Empress is reversed here and the Four of Swords is reversed. So many of them have not really rested that well. Many of them are super tired, overworked, probably because it was the end of the year awards, and also we're at the beginning of the year with more awards and festivals and a lot of special stages that had to be prepared. So I guess in a way it makes sense that currently the group feels a bit tired, and if I'm correct, aren't they going to have a comeback soon? I could be wrong. I don't remember. I don't know if it was a rumor or if it was established. I don't know. But if that's the case, they could also be very tired working on that as well. So with this Queen of Wands reverse, I feel that many of them could feel like their spirit is down a little bit. Many of them, I'm not saying they're necessarily losing hope or they're not happy with their career as much as they really, they're so tired that many of them don't feel that confident about their skills right now. They feel like at any moment they're just gonna bloop, sleep in the middle of a concert or sleep in the middle of a festival or something along those lines. They are very tired basically. But also with this Queen of Wands reverse, maybe they're working on their confidence as well, or working on their skills and on their abilities to do stuff. I guess in this case it will be singing, dancing, the idol life basically. Also with this Queen of Wands reverse, I do feel that many of them don't feel that optimistic about their career right now. I don't really know why that could be the case, but there's something that is making many of them hesitate a little bit as well. And I do feel that it could be a little bit of lack of confidence or just lack of enjoying what they're doing. Again, I do feel this is a momentary thing though. I don't think it's something permanent. It's not like they're tired of their work, they don't want to do this anymore. It's more along the lines of they've been overworked, that they're just praying for a break. The other card that we have right here is the Lovers with the Empress reversed as, I guess, a clarifier of sorts. So with the Lovers, we are talking here about options. We're talking about union and love and, in a way, reflection. Opportunities and choices are being made here. Because I was reading about the Lovers today, and I was getting some information about that, and it was, I guess, learning how the sequence of the cards in tarot are, of course, important. I knew that, but I was understanding how the Hierophant, which is number 5, and the Lovers with number 6 kind of work, the meaning of each card kind of bounce off each other. For example, with the Hierophant, we have someone that is going through classical academic schooling of sorts, or going through an established constitution to learn something and understand something, to get some sort of foundation of values and understanding of beliefs or something along those lines. And then with the Lovers, here we have someone that is finally using that knowledge that they got previously from an established constitution or an established something, and then bringing that information to themselves and being pick and choosing, what do I believe, how does that apply to myself, and how does that apply with my experiences, and how will that affect the choices I will make in the future. So I do feel that that type of meaning could be significant to IVE right now. They've been in the industry for a while, and many of them are thinking, okay, how can I adapt to the industry? And how can I make the industry adapt to me? What can I do to show who I really am and be comfortable with my career, but also being comfortable with the sides of myself that I'm showing? What am I presenting to the public? And stuff along those lines. So I do feel that many of them are making choices or making decisions and are starting to kind of find some grounding in establishing themselves and setting a foundation on their career in a way where they feel like they're more genuine and more sincere of who they are, being more established on what their goals are and trying to show who they are. So I guess I could explain also why this Queen of Wands was reversed, because it's kind of like someone that is very confident with who they are and their abilities and their goals and their desires, and very, very passionate about what they're doing. But with it being reversed, it could also show someone that is aiming to be that energy, but is not quite there. And with the Lovers right here, I do feel that many of them are trying to find like this balance and trying to understand who they are, some self-love, self-care. And in this case, the union will be the union of who they are as a person and their career, and trying to put it together so they're able to show a side of them that they're more comfortable with, but also very genuine with. Now, let me bring that to the Empress right here. So the Empress, we have Venus energy, which could also be Libra and Taurus. In this case, it feels like, with it being reversed, I feel that many of them don't feel like the ideas are fertile enough. In this case, what I mean is like, whatever ideas that they have or whatever goals that they have, they feel like they don't have a foundation that they could work with. I do feel that this could be more of a limiting belief rather than the reality. But I do feel that there's a sense of many of them having like this inner struggle and this difficulty and this challenge of finding their grounding and being able to, like, they're thinking about it in a way where they're like, this is the plan, this is what I want to do. But many of them are finding it very difficult to actually make it real and make it more tangible, basically. And with this Venus card is that many of them really want to feel confident, feel beautiful, feel appreciated, treasured, and also feel like what they're doing has some sort of merit. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's something substantial, I guess. So I don't know why they will be thinking about this at this stage, right? It's still pretty early in their career, but I guess it's good to start planning on how they will show their truest self in their career and feel comfortable about it. But also, I want to mention this is the prettiest card in the whole deck. I always have to mention it when the Empress comes in. It's so pretty. But with it being reversed, I do feel that many of them don't feel like they have a very stable foundation that they can work with. They don't feel like, maybe they feel like they lack the skills, or that they lack the right environment, or they lack something that makes it very difficult for their ideas to bear fruit, or for this new version of themselves to come up to the surface. So I do feel that many of them are just kind of working towards that self-confidence, working towards having a comfortable environment, and they're just working towards making that dream come true of being more genuine and also more comfortable. Now, we have the Four of Swords reversed. To me, the Four of Swords talks about anxiety and being anxious about something. So in their case, I do feel that their overwork state makes it very difficult for them to actually relax, because the Four of Swords talks about relaxation. It talks about someone taking some time off and trying to calm their mind and trying to bring themselves back together. Also kind of like stabilizing their thoughts to kind of come to terms to about something or a new idea that's coming to the surface. So with this card being reversed, I do feel that many of them just haven't really had the time to think about their goals. They haven't made their New Year's resolutions because of how busy they are. Or if some of them make visual boards for their new year, they haven't done it yet because of how busy they are. All I'm saying is that many of them haven't had really the time to reflect and haven't really had the time to think of what their goals are and how to accomplish them. They just really haven't had time for themselves and space to think about things thoroughly. And the card that is kind of clarifying this Four of Swords is the Knight of Swords. So we have Gemini energy twice, basically, with the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. But also, this card being reversed kind of shows that many of them don't want to jump to conclusions, don't want to take these leaps of faith. Many of them are not reckless. Many of them are very cautious. And I do feel that many of them want to have a period to reflect and think about their goals currently. Like, many of them really desire just some time for themselves to just think about their goals, think about their ideas, and just having a safe space to just think. Many of them really desire that right now, because I think many of them don't really want to take action towards something, or don't really want to race into these new challenges and these new goals and desires that they have in mind, because many of them feel more comfortable actually planning through them, Many of them want to feel comfortable when they're going through that process and through those journeys. So I do feel that this could be the reason why currently many of them are like, I really want to rest and I don't feel my optimal best, and I don't feel my this confident, comfortable self, because many of them haven't really had the time to even reflect on their accomplishments, their goals, and their challenges. Like, many of them have been very tired as well, so they haven't really had the time and space to think clearly. With that said, let's jump onto what is in store for IVE's career in 2023. We have Watermelon with Fertility. So here we have also Leo energy, and it kind of feels that for 2023 the group is going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of success in 2023, a lot of projects coming up. And here we have the water element, so a lot of the things that they're doing, they're going to feel pretty proud about it, pretty satisfied. It's going to be pretty innovative and pretty creative, and also very abundant. So either a lot of money comes in, or a lot of public recognition comes in, or there's just a bunch of ideas going on at once, and a lot of things that are being tackled at once, because it's a watermelon. So it's very juicy, pretty delicious, and very refreshing. So I do feel that that's where the innovative part comes in, right? It's very refreshing. So I do feel that this could be, I guess, a little, not hint, what is it called? A little, I guess, teaser to what they could do in the summer. So maybe they're going to have a summer comeback, or that's the goal, that's the aim. And it could be around late July to early August with this Leo energy. And also with the Leo energy, it feels like 2023, the girls are going to be doing a lot of things that make them very happy, and things that they're pretty satisfied with as well. With that Leo energy, it kind of shows that they are going to present themselves. Maybe they'll talk about their hobbies, or they will do things that they really enjoy and things that they've always wanted to do. And I do feel that will bring them a lot of emotional satisfaction as well. So as a group, they're going to do pretty well and do things pretty well as well. Now let's go for the individual stuff. So what is in store for Eugene's career in 2023? Ow, my hands are hurting. We have Illumination, so a lot of work is coming towards her. A lot of people will want to offer her projects that she can be involved in and work in. Maybe song collaborations. I don't know if she acts, but I thought of acting as well. And also, when I was shuffling for her, I was saying the question that I had in mind, and I almost say 2021 instead of 2023. So I wonder if there's a project that was talked about or started in 2021 that will actually come to the surface this year. So maybe something that she has always been looking forward. So let's say that there was this person and it's like, oh, it would be a very good idea if you acted in this one thing that I'm doing, and now it's coming to fruition, and she was specially casted out for that. Now I'm telling you, I don't really know if she's going to act, but I don't know why that was the first thought that came to my mind, so I will just say it in case it does happen. But also with this illumination, we have the sun rising, so I do feel that it kind of just shows that she will be pretty successful in whatever project she's going to do as on her own. So any promotion that she's doing, anything that she is the ambassador of, or whatever she is the face of, is going to do pretty well. It's going to take off pretty nicely, and I think she's going to be pretty optimistic and happy about her 2023 and how her career is doing. Now let's go on to the next person. So we have Gao's career. What is in store for her this year? We have determination. So for Gao's career this year, it feels like she is just going to be working very hard, hustling all of this year. It seems like there's going to be a couple of challenges here and there, but she's not going to be dissuaded of accomplishing her goals and making her dreams come true. She's going to work even harder to make them come true. She knows and she trusts that things will pay off, and she will be rewarded for her hard work. So that mentality is going to definitely help her to move forward. Oh, I think Oh, never mind. I thought there was something on the card, but no. It was my imagination. So I do feel that there could be times when she's like, oh, something's not working or something's not perfect, but then she takes a closer look and she realizes, oh no, things are actually going pretty well. Things are taking off as they should. So I do feel that in 2023, the biggest hiccups that she's going to have will actually be her trying to overcome this self-doubt or this perfectionist side of herself. But in 2023, it feels like things are going to go very well for her. With this determination, there will be some hardships of maybe some transformations within her of self-growth and self-love, and she will just overcome them pretty well, because that sun at the tip of that mountain kind of shows that she's just going to succeed and she will overcome and outsmart, for some reason was the word that came to my mind, outsmart any difficulty and challenge that comes to mind or that presents itself in 2023. So I think she's going to do pretty well this year as well. Okay, so what is in store for Ray's career in 2023? We have frustration. Okay, so I guess for Ray, oh my poor girl. So it seems like it's going to be kind of difficult for her. Things are going to be kind of challenging. I think the reason why they're challenging is because things are not really going to go the way that she expected them, or she will worry a lot about her career. I think, funnily enough, one of the reasons why she will worry is that I feel that maybe IVE might work or try to promote in Japan a little bit more heavily this year, and if that's the case, a lot of responsibility will rely on Ray, and I do feel that could be a little bit frustrating for her. And it could be a bit too much pressure for her as well, and that frustration could be kind of like her feeling like there's too many responsibilities and too much pressure put on her because of the expectations that are weighted on her. Also, there is like this hole right here, and it made me think of an abyss of sorts. So Ray could be very frustrated because there's a lot of things that she wants to do, and things may be a bit slow, or she may feel like the energy is a bit stagnant and her career is not taking off the way that she expected it or desired, or maybe how others expected it to take off. So maybe 2023 is going to be a little bit challenging for her. I don't think it's necessarily anything deal breaking or anything that is so serious that I'm like, oh, this is something that big warning, big alerts, right? I think it's more along the lines of just things that she will naturally just go through. You know, the bumps on the road are going to be a little bit more noticeable this year, but nothing too big to be worried about. Also, I do feel that the other frustration that Ray may encounter in her career for 2023 is that she feels like she doesn't fit in. Here we have like a rectangular prism, and then here we have a circle, and it made me think of like those toys where kids have to put the shapes in the right shaped hole. So with this frustration card, I feel that in 2023 Ray will just feel like she doesn't really quite fit in her environment, and that could be frustrating for her. I guess as a foreigner, she also feels like she doesn't have the right communication to express how she wants to be treated or express her feelings and her emotions, and that could be a little bit challenging for her, and another point of worry and frustration as well. So let's go to the next person. What is in store for Wonyoung's career? We have protection. So with her, it feels like there were things in her contract that will finally be fulfilled in 2023, because I see these two logs as contracts, you know, promises that were made, papers that were signed. And also with this protection card, I do feel that in 2023 she will feel very supported and taken care of by not only her management but her group, and as well her fans. I do feel that in 2023 something could happen that will kind of bring to the surface that she's taken care of and that there's people she can rely on. I don't really know what I do. Okay, I have an idea of what could happen. Maybe there will be a situation where she will be kind of locked out a circle or locked out, I don't know, there's something about maybe her not making the cut or her not getting into something, and that point maybe not getting into a project, or she auditioned for something and it didn't work out, whatever the reason is or whatever the situation is, she just doesn't make it. And when she doesn't make it, she will be pretty upset about it, of course, but I think that will be a situation where she will realize that there's a lot of people that are looking up to her, looking out for her, and supporting her as well, and that will be very reassuring for her, and she's going to realize that she's taken care of and protected. And also with this protection card, I do feel that her career well taken care of, so she should be fine as well. So there's nothing to worry for her career. Even if there's some things that don't really work out for her, it doesn't is like not the end of the world. She will be fine because she's taken care of. It's just lessons that have to be learned, and also ways and methods that the universe uses, so like that she's aware that she's not alone, and so like that she can rely on other people as well. So now let's check out Liz's career in 2023. So what's going on with Liz this year? We have mystery. Okay, life, don't tell me then. Yes. So with this mystery card, it feels like Liz is not really going to know what's going on with her career. Maybe she's not going to have a lot of solo stuff, and that could be a bit frustrating. Or maybe nothing's really set in stone for her career, and that's why the mystery card came up. I do feel that she could be the type that is pretty inquisitive and is wondering, okay, so life, what do you have in store for me? What's going to happen? What should I expect this year? Maybe she goes to astrologers for the new year and is like, okay, divine my future. What's going to happen this year? But I'm thinking more of Chinese astrology. I don't think she's necessarily looking at Western astrology of sorts. So with the mystery card, I also feel that in 2023, her career is going to be filled with unknowns, a lot of mystery. So I don't think her plans, or nothing is going to really be set on stone. So she's gonna be walking blind in her career. She's just going to have to trust that things are gonna work out and things are gonna play out the way that they have to. And I do feel that maybe she's gonna look at one direction, but life is gonna take her a different direction. We do have here like I guess you could say it's a full moon, but also you could say that it's a new moon. So I do feel there's this sense of her manifestations are definitely going to happen, and it's gonna feel like a mystery, like also magical. Like I do feel that a lot of the things in her career are just going to like work out or just gonna happen, and she's not even going to know how it happened or how they worked out. They just kind of did. So she just has to trust that the universe has her back and things are gonna work out, even if nothing is like set on stone and promised for her. And when I mean set on stone and promised, I mean like in her 3D, no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen, and like we're planning for this to happen. I do feel that she's kind of gonna be on the flow, just doing her thing, and things kind of just work out. Now let's see, for the last person we have Lizzo. So what is in store for her this year? We have Cleanse. Oh, I haven't seen this card in a while. For all the groups that I have done, this card has not popped out yet, and if it has, I don't remember. So with this Cleanse card, it feels like for our magnet over here, 2023 has a lot of self-healing, self-love, and cleansing. She is going through a period where she is trying to see the cup half full. I don't know if the imagery was what gave that away, but also with this cleansing, I do feel that she is working on getting rid of past fears and past struggles and trying to center herself by overcoming challenges from the past that she, or any cycles that she hasn't overcome. She's trying to close those off and try to bring herself some inner peace and some self-love as well. And also with this Cleanse card, I do feel that she is just floating, surviving, vibing, and just trying to do well in 2023. Like, I don't think she has any big plans for herself besides just trying to do well, trying to keep herself afloat in her career. I do feel that there's not like a big project for her in 2023. Maybe just the group activities, but I do feel that she is still working and focusing on trying to stay genuine to herself and being very sincere with who she is. And the best way that she's doing that is by making sure that she's not influenced by other people and trying to stay true to who she is by constantly cleansing her energy. I do feel that she could also be someone that is pretty intuitive or empathic, and she naturally just observes other people's energy. So she's trying to learn how to not do that at the expense of herself and try to, bring some strength to herself and put healthy boundaries so she's not affected by her environment and other people around her. So again, constant cleansing. And to finish off this video, let's take any advice that comes through for IVE in 2023. Advice and healing for them. We have Daffodil with Hope. Also, the yellow flower made me think of friendship. So I do feel that in 2023, the best advice is that they can rely on each other, they can rely on their friends, and that there is hope out there for them. So here we have Taurus energy. So I do feel that many of them are going to feel more stable within the group. Many of them are advised to rely on the people that they trust and the people that they have close to them that they consider friends, because it will bring them a lot of hope. Their friendships are going to be reinforced as well. And also with this daffodil, we have the air element, so many of them are going to communicate and support each other by listening to each other and talking to each other and hyping each other up, and that's going to bring them a lot of hope and a lot of stability. And this Taurus energy that we have right here feels very grounded and centered. So I do feel that in 2023, there is this highlight of them. The best advice for them right now is to talk with each other and talk with the people that they trust and they care about, because that will definitely help them reestablish some sort of centeredness, balance, and harmony within whatever it is that they're going through. Let's see, any more advice for IVE? We have Shives with divination. Funnily enough, the moment I saw Shives, I thought of cleansing. When they show like witches and they're like, okay, let me cleanse. Not witches, like I guess like a shaman or like las curanderas. I don't know what else to describe it. I don't know what the English word will be for that. But a form of cleansing energies, like they have like this patch of like green leaves or whatever, and like they're hitting the person and like, okay, let me hit the bad energy out of you or something like that. That's kind of what I thought of when I saw these chives for whatever reason. But also we have Scorpio energy and the fire element. So I do feel that in 2023, the advice for IVE is to trust their gut feeling and to trust their intuition, and to follow their passions. So if there's something that they really want to do, something that they really desire, life is telling them to just kind of go for it. With this Scorpio energy, it kind of feels like whatever spark fuels them is going to be very inspirational, and it's definitely going to make them go through a very big transformation that will lead them into even bigger life lessons and bigger and more satisfying rewards, I guess. So definitely following their heart, following their intuition, doing what they feel comfortable with at a soul level. And the last card that we have here is orange with energy. Here we have the water element and Virgo energy. So the big advice for IVE right now is for them to eat healthy, to sleep a lot and energize themselves, get those vitamins, get energy. I do feel that life is kind of encouraged, because with Virgo energy, we're talking about routine, healthy eating, healthy habits, organizing and planning, and maybe even making a schedule or better and healthier lifestyle. And also with this water element, it kind of shows someone that is working on their soul, their heart, their emotions, their creativity, even their spirituality. So I do feel that with all of those things combined, is like the best advice for IVE right now is to take care of their bodies, because that is a sign or a way of nurturing their souls and nurturing their spirit and their emotions and their heart. Is like by eating well, sleeping well, and taking care of their physical vessel. They are in its stand taking care of all of the untangible things of their life, which is what I mentioned earlier. With all of that said, I felt like I was holding my breath on that one. Anyway, with all of that said, maybe some of them will learn how to cook. Maybe life is telling them, start learning how to cook so you can prepare very healthy meals for yourselves. I don't know, that's like a side message. But anyway, with all of that said, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that IVE continues being successful and that they reach this goal of becoming the queens of their life and the protagonists of their life. I hope their goals manifest and they reach those rewards and reach whatever dreams they have in life. And I will leave it here. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And love and healing from my part to you. Thanks for all the love and support, and see you on the next one. Bye.